Hey guys, welcome to another tier ranking. It's been quite some time since I've done a tier ranking list. It's actually been almost 2 weeks since I've made a video, but been very busy, and there's a few tier rankings I wanted to get out to you guys. So I thought, why not? Let's do a bunch of tier rankings. Um, I want to talk about Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed is definitely not a franchise for everybody. Not everybody can really get into the Assassin's Creed games, which is perfectly fine. I played them all. I enjoy, for the most part, most of them. There are, some ones I just really fucking hate, like Unity and stuff, and Rogue. But I'm not talking about the games. I want to talk about the protagonists, the main characters that you play as when you're playing the game. And I just think Assassin's Creed has such great, unique protagonists, but also some really bad ones. And I thought I'd just do a tier ranking for all the protagonists in the mainline Assassin's Creed games. Yes, there's no like side Assassin's Creed games like Liberation or anything like that, or like, the old like PS Vita Assassin's Creed games. This is just the mainline Assassin's Creed protagonists. So, yep, and I'm going to be doing uh, both main characters from like, Syndicate and Odyssey. And again, I'm ranking them as protagonists, I'm ranking them as characters, and I'm ranking them not based off the game. Like, the game could be great, but a bad protagonist, or the game could be bad with a good protagonist. Alright, let's not waste any time. Um, let's start with I guess we're starting with my favorite, Edward. Edward is the protagonist in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And Edward is a great character. Edward learns so much. He is a pirate, he's an assassin, he's a rogue, he's just everything you love in a character. He's not like perfect or anything, but he learns his ways. And I love that he is just not just a typical assassin story. It is also a pirate story. And I think he's just the most deep and complex character. And I think Edward is just awesome. I personally love Edward. But we're talking about protagonists. Ezio has to go in S tier as well because, for Christ's sakes, there's 3 games based on Ezio's story with Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, and he just grows so much as a character, and he is like the face of Assassin's Creed. So if you're talking about protagonists, Ezio is like top dog right there. He's a great character. I love him the most in Brotherhood. I like him in 2. He's a bit arrogant and a bit annoying, but he grows. That's why I like his character grows. In Brotherhood, he's just the ultimate badass. Revelations, I enjoy him. What's next? Eivor. Eivor, I'm going to see. Like, I don't hate Valhalla like everyone else does. I think it's fun. It's more like a guilty pleasure game for me. But I will admit, Eivor is not the most deep character. He's badass and he is cool to look at and cool to play as. But just there's not a lot to him. He's kind of one note and he's just kind of a brute. That's really what he is. I like him. That's why I'll put him at C. Like, I like him as a character, but there's not really much there with his character. So, but yeah, I'm one of those few people that actually doesn't hate Valhalla. But yeah, and then we have the newest protagonist, Basim from Mirage. Basim is, I'll give him a B. I think Basim is a good character. I love that there's actually like a twist with his character. I like that he is going almost against the assassins and the Templars in a way. And honestly, I liked Mirage, but I thought Mirage never just talk about the story, but I thought Mirage's story was going a certain direction, and boy was I wrong. I thought it was going in a very interesting direction, and it goes in a very basic direction. So, but I like Basim as a character. I'll put him at B. I think he's good. Our Syndicate, you play as the twins. You play as Evie, and you play as Jacob. Evie is easily the more interesting character, but Jacob is okay. Like I liked Evie a lot more than Jacob. Jacob has some cool one-liners. He's more of like the comic relief, I guess. Evie's just more complex and just has a more deeper story about her. So I enjoyed playing as Evie a lot more than Jacob, but Jacob is fine. He's fine. He's fine. And then we got the OG guy. We got Altair. Altair is a B. If we're gonna go just badass, Altair is the ultimate badass. He's probably one of the most powerful assassins, part of all the Templars and all the assassins. He is just a beast. He's built like a shipwreck house, man. And he doesn't have the most interesting and compelling story, but he is cool. I think he is awesome, and I enjoy him as a character. I'm not a fan of the very first Assassin's Creed game, but I like Altair. I think he is cool, but he's just not as interesting as like an Ezio or an Edward or other characters that I'm about to go. Also, I just realized I want to get this out of the way. I hate Shay. I really fucking can't stand him. He's one of the reasons why I dislike Rogue. I really wanted to like Assassin's Creed Rogue because it takes place in like Canada and I'm Canadian and going through all the Canadian things is awesome. The story is just so fucking boring and Shay is just such a lousy protagonist. He literally drags the whole game down. He's just terrible. And Arno is no better. Arno is no better for Unity. He's just not very interesting. He's kind of just a little brat. Now we're going with the Odyssey. When you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you have the choice between playing as Cassandra or as Alexios. Don't play as Alexios because Alexios kind of sucks. I played as Alexios the first time, and he's not that great. He's just kind of a like ladies' man guy. He constantly makes really bad decisions. He's almost very villainous, but he's trying so hard to be like the hero, and I just don't side with him or give a rat's ass about him. And yeah, I'm not a fan of Alexios. I love Cassandra. I think she's the best female protagonist in all of the Assassin's Creed games. I think Odyssey is not top notch. I love Greek mythology, so I have a bias towards Odyssey. It's the same thing with Valhalla. Like I love Vikings and shit like that, and I love Greek mythology, so that's why I have like a huge soft spot for Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla. But Eivor is just kind of like a mid character. Cassandra is actually a fucking great character. She's the voice actress does a great job. She's very compelling. She's very interesting, and you actually are rooting for her and want her to win. And when she fights against Alexios, even when I was playing against Alexios, I wanted Cassandra just to kill me because I just couldn't stand Alexios. So Cassandra is awesome. And then we got Desmond Miles, the only like human character that you really play as in these games, and he grows on me. I don't like Desmond in the first Assassin's Creed game whatsoever. I give two rats ass about him. The game, again, the first game is so bad, and Elzire really is the better part of the first game. But Desmond grows on me as you see his story in like the Ezio series, and he grows. He's pretty good. I like Desmond. Connor, very mid. I really wanted to like Connor because Connor is like he's a Native American assassin, and I love the history of Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 3 has a lot of really bad shit in the game, but the combat's so good, and the history is so good. And Connor looks so cool, but he's just not that interesting. I just wish he was more compelling of a character. Unlike Bayek. Bayek's an A. I fucking love. Bayek is so great. Origins is good. I actually think Origins is a pretty solid game. Out of the RPG Assassin's Creed games like Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins, Origins is maybe the better one out of the three. Bayek is just a better character. He's way better than Eivor and Alexios and stuff. He's just great. And like, man, he goes through the ringer, Bayek. Holy shit. Stuff with his kid and his wife and all that. And man, his story is just so interesting. He's a great character. And again, like Altair, he's building a shit brick house and he's awesome. All right, there we go. Let's put these in order. My favorite of all these, like, Ezio is the best, but this is my list, so Edward is my favorite. Edward is my favorite protagonist in Assassin's Creed. Then I'm gonna go, yeah, Ezio, then Bayek, then Cassandra. And then I'm gonna go Evie, then Altair, then Desmond, then Basim. For C, I'll go Connor, then Eivor, then Jacob, then Arno, Alexios, and fuck Shay. Shay sucks. So there we go. That is my tier ranking for the protagonists in the mainline Assassin's Creed games. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite protagonist in the Assassin's Creed games? Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.